So if you don't know, Paraguay has the second largest hydroelectric dam in the world.
Yeah, well, I know it because I've seen your channel.
Yeah, so
but yeah, most of people don't.
It was built with Brazil, and they each own 50% of it. And for years, Paraguay has just been, they can't consume all that energy. It's too much energy, and they're not an industrial country. So they've been selling that energy back to Brazil for pennies on the dollar because Brazil's a big country and they can consume it. Along comes Bitcoin. Now they can mine this Bitcoin, export Bitcoin globally, and they can sell this energy for a lot higher price to the miners than what they're getting, from Brazil. Brazil's obviously not happy with this. So there was a boom period in mining in Paraguay for a couple of years where there's mines everywhere, illegal mines.
Yeah, I have seen some news about like government taking down miners from people.
Yeah,
but they were like farms of they were not like
so
just
pretty much like 70+% of mines are illegal. But it was a gray area. It was just like anyone could do it, and then the government came out with a law where it was a crypto tax, or crypto tariff. So if you're mining, you paid a higher rate. And so a lot of mining companies decided not to,
not to continue.
Declare. No, they decided to keep mining, but not declare that they're crypto mining and pay that extra tariff.
Okay.
Because they weren't really enforcing anything. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Andy, which is the energy company there, just started seizing, mines. And if you were mining without the crypto tariff, they would confiscate all the machines. And these machines are very expensive.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the situation.
But they would like resell them or just keep them like...
You would have to bribe them.
Okay.
Corruption.
Okay.
To be honest with you, it's very, very corrupt country. So you have to bribe them to get your machines back. And then 3 months ago, it was a very long shot, but they just passed this bill to increase it even higher, which pretty much put all the mining businesses out of business. Because the only way you can successfully mine right now is if you have a direct line to a substation. So substations, where all the energy
comes from
converted. It's a big, facility. So if you have your own private line, you still get like the old rate. But if you were just somewhere else in the country and you're like, on the same grid as houses and other companies, your rate went to like 6.6 cents, and it's just, there's no money to be made. So it kind of blew up the whole industry. And then at the same time, they also criminalized illegal mining, where there wasn't a punitive thing before. And now they can arrest you if you're doing it.
Okay.
So they kind of ruined the mining industry in Paraguay. It's still feasible. You can still make money, but the glory days
they
are kind of gone. And what's happened is all of these companies have moved to Brazil now. They go directly across the border. It's the same energy from the same plant, and now they're just doing it in Brazil. Brazil's benefiting from all the investment, jobs, warehouses. And so I met with the top guy for bit farms in Paraguay, and I asked him, like, why did Paraguay change these laws? I mean,
was there a change of government, like in the middle of this?
There wasn't a change of government, and I've asked a lot of people this question, and the guy from Bit Farms had a good answer that, Brazil owns a lot of Paraguay, and that Brazil was the biggest loser from the mining because they weren't getting all this cheap energy anymore.
So
Brazil used its influence over politicians and companies to get that increase raised, and now they're the biggest beneficiary.
Wow.